Okay, tonight I think Derek and I are going to go pick up a 4-speed for the Henry J. It's a Borg Warner T10. Comes with a scatter shield, clutch and everything. Seems like a pretty good deal. So I think it was on Facebook or Kijiji, so we're going to go do that. And then after that, go to Taco Bell. Today I think we just hit 8,000 subs, so keep them coming, guys. Muchly appreciated. Enjoy you all and all the comments and everything. But so like I said, we're going to go take a look at this 4-speed right now. I don't want this guy to recognize me or think that we have crazy internet money or anything like that. So maybe I'm going to go in costume and disguise and see if he won't recognize us, hopefully anyway. Hopefully it stays. So anyway, I think we're going to go off to go see about this 4-speed and hopefully he doesn't recognize us and get a great deal, and I'll show you what we buy. And then hopefully some tacos. Anyway, remember, like, share, subscribe. We're off to go get a 4-speed for the Henry J. Enjoy. Alright guys, just got home. I hope you liked that little skit there in the beginning of this. Anyway, so this is what I bought. It's a Borg Warner 26 spline T10. Came with a scatter shield, her shifter with a lockout for reverse. Everything's complete. The gentleman gave me the flywheel, pressure plate and clutch. I've never heard of that before, so if anybody knows anything, please leave it in the comments. I'd like to hear. I'm going to take it apart soon. He said the flywheel will probably need cleaning and whatnot because it was sitting in dry storage for, I don't know, 15, 20 years, he said, or something like that. So I'll probably end up, if everything checks out, I'll probably end up using this as, to save a few bucks, but I'll see what the clutch looks like and all that and see what the pressure plate is. If everything checks out, or if not, this is what I'd like to run one day. Not great for the street, but I think it should fit. If it, I'll check the measurements and everything, make sure it fits, but maybe need to run one of these one day on the street. Not very practical, but it is what it is. But yeah, no, I'm really happy. Like I said, it's not a Muncie, but it's the next best thing. So if we break it down the road, but hey, why not? The price was right. I couldn't pass it up, So I think anyway, tonight I'm going to finish, or actually start working on my clutch and everything like that. I didn't film a lot of this, but I'm going to start working on it and whatnot. And I was just figuring out the Z-bar and stuff like that and everything else. And I think I'm going to end up using these clutch pedals. So like I said, I didn't film much of this because I haven't really done much, to be honest, with other things, just working on other things. But had a lot of this stuff in stock, so I think tonight I'm going to start fabricating. By the end of this video, I hope I'll put this in because I'm going to hook everything up and make sure everything kind of works, and my clutch pedal and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to start getting to work. Like I said, it's just me tonight, or probably this week anyway. So, man, that's a good looking tranny. Super excited. Banging gears. Like I said, never had a reverse lockout, so that's pretty cool. All right, time to get to work. Okay, it's been a few days since I've actually even been in the garage, even working on this thing. But as you can see, I've mounted the 4-speed and the scatter shield and all that stuff. So that's in there. This will be the tranny I'm going to be using for this car. So my goal today is to start making my Z-bar work. I've got a couple different ones. There's this one here, which I'm probably going to end up using because it seemed to line up best with everything. If not, I've got this guy over there. And then I've got my clutch and brake pedal assembly kind of figured out. I made a plate for it the other night that's going to mount to the firewall just temporarily till I make my whole firewall, but that way everything's going to be, it's going to be like a stiffening plate. And Boog got me a bunch of 1x1 steel tubing, so I'm going to make braces underneath the cowl and everything like that here, and tie it all in and make it really nice and strong. But yeah, just the past few days, it's just been busy. Actually, today I took today off from work just so I can actually work on this thing for a while. So, and get a video out there so you guys can see, because it's been a while since I actually even worked on this thing. So, like I said, I've been monkeying around making plates and this and that and figuring stuff out off camera. Cause it's realistically, there's a lot of trial and error and whatnot. And when you kind of just winging off the seat of your pants here and seeing what's going to work and what's not going to work. So a lot of trial and error. So anyway, I think I'm going to start mounting my pedals, or I guess, sorry, the Z-bar. And then I'm going to just kind of tack it in right now. Then I'll I'll end up making a plate and drilling into the frame there to hold the Z-bar. And no, I'm not regretting putting a 4-speed in this thing. regretting a few of the things I've already done already, but oh well, we'll just keep moving forward. Alrighty, time to get to work. It'll be worth it. Hopefully. We'll see. Okay, so this is what I came up with in a few minutes. Don't laugh, it's just temporarily. Well, at least this gusset is anyway that I made. I'll cut it off here and make it look all nice, but it's I just want to see before I go any further if this is going to work. And I just tack welded it to the frame. It moves freely, no binding, so if this does tend to work, then like I said, I'm going to drill 2 holes in here and bolt it to the frame. That way it's removable, and I'll make all these grind marks and everything look nicer. But like I said, this is just a temporary piece or a experimental piece to see if it works. But like I said, this moves really freely, what you want. So I might even get Boog to put a little bushing or a bearing in there for a little bronze bearing in there. But yeah, that works pretty darn good. So I think next I'm going to hang my pedals with the bracket that I kind of just made, so I can start mocking things up, and then I'll start making, I'm not sure where the heck it is, but I had my pivot point for the Z-bar. This guy might have to get cut off and extended, or I mean shortened or whatever, or I might have to lean it that way. We'll see. We'll figure it out. And yes, I just really don't want to go hydraulic clutch. They didn't do that in the 60s and whatnot in the 70s, so I'm doing it, or trying to do it the way they did it back then. So I don't really feel like going to Speedway and ordering all that stuff and whatnot, so making do with what I got here. It'll be worth it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go hang my pedals and see what I got next, so I'll keep you posted. Okay, so after a little bit of head scratching and thinking and whatnot, that last bracket I made, I really wasn't happy with it, and just kind of just wasn't gonna work. So anyway, I made this guy here. I'm gonna cut it off with the frame here, weld it on both sides. I'll make little 45-degree plates there and box it all in and weld it in so it's strong. But I made another bracket here that it's 2 3/8 bolts that bolt it together, and it can pivot, and it's all strong as can be. And that way, you know, when we remove the engine and tranny, it'll come out, not a problem. But yeah, I couldn't be happier. The clutch moves. I've got more than enough room before I hit the, well, I gotta make a firewall, but I've got about 5 inches to play. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna have to make a part for the clutch fork. I can't remember what that thing's called, but I gotta make one, or I should have one anyway around here. If not, I'll just make one anyway. Not a big deal. But yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said, a lot of people are probably saying, oh, why don't you use a hydraulic clutch and this and that. That's just not my deal. And you know, they didn't have that back in the 60s and 70s, or at least to the best of my knowledge. But I'm just using what I got here and whatnot. We all can't send our stuff to fancy shops like Rad Rod by Troy's or Boyd Condon's or whatever fly-by-night big fancy shops that are out there. This is backyard stuff like most of you guys would be doing. So yeah, really excited. Small steps. I think next week, since things have kind of calmed down at work and whatnot, I'm going to start fabricating my firewall and whatnot. Boog got me a sheet of steel already, so, and a lot of metal, so I'm going to start fabricating and making a firewall. It's going to be quite the jigsaw puzzle, but yeah, it'll be fine anyway. It'll be easier than doing all this mumbo jumbo stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry this video probably isn't the best video, but it's all part of it, eh? So they all can't be winners. Man, I'm just excited. I got my 4-speed and everything's solid. So this is probably the pedal I'm going to run somewhere in this car, but I won't know until I start making a firewall and everything else. I've seen people run stuff off the firewall, like a little spoon pedal and whatnot. I might do that yet still. But yeah, so it's going to be, I'll move back here quite a bit, but yeah, it's going to be quite something anyway. Banging gears, bang, 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 bang. Anyway guys, I hope you liked the video on my Henry J. I'm finally getting a 4-speed. Like I said, I got my 327 small block, and I got my 4-speed now and all that. Now I just got to find rear end and some gears. That'll be down the road, but she's slowly starting to come together. I'll be happy when there's a firewall in here, and yeah, then I'll start actually taking shape. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. You don't have to leave a bone about this little guy, if it's still holding on. It'd be nice if it was like a handlebar one, or a Burt Reynolds mustache style. But anyway, hope you liked it. Hope you laughed at me or the mustache, either or. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Ooh, it's coming off. I guess you don't get much for $2. But anyway, like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. And the next video, I'll show you a lot more about the clutch and all that stuff done. And hopefully, mostly the firewall will be complete. I don't think this mustache is going to make it. Yeah, that's what happens when you buy something at the Dollar Tree. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for subscribing. It's me, Corey. Just in case you didn't know. Have a good evening.